an easy bucket on the break.
That's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautifully.
Here's Maxey. His last outing, he had 20. Harris outside. Into the lane. And Harris throws it down.
And look how committed Harris is when he's sprinting to the hoop. Not many defenders are going to want to get in his way when he's that intense.
Now here's MP. 20 points for him. That one rolls around and rims out. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Here's Harris. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And MP throws it down.
But this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Outside Harden.
Memphis foul. Number 2.
So it's the Memphis Grizzlies leading by 17 at the end of the period, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be back in a moment. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. As a Rookie of the Year award winner yourself, Grant, what do you see as the biggest challenge facing today's rookies?
I honestly think with all the information and expectations, the hardest thing for young players today is meeting those expectations because of all the great rookies who've come before and gone on and had success right away. That pressure a lot of times can be a lot for a young player entering the league.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Green and Harris, the forwards. James Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the center. Now here's Morant. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to MP. Jackson left side. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot. It's not going to go for him. Now the 76ers take it the other way to the middle. Here's Maxey. Oh, MP with a block. Harden against Brooks. Inside. Now here's MP. He's guarded closely. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Morant, the pass to MP. And Embiid with the block.
Oh, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
MP with it. Green picks him up. Here's Morant. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Harden against Morant. And Harden with the slam.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Here's MP. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Tillman's checked in for Adams. Anderson comes in for Jackson. And it's Jones in for Morant. Reed's checked in for the Sixers. Milton comes in for Green.
Yeah, and one thing that impresses me about Ja Morant is the leadership he exhibits. Loves the game, plays with toughness, and the results speak for themselves.
Now here's Harden. 9 points in the game. It's blocked.
1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
A nice shot by MP.
Taking it right at the right. I mean, that defense defense is looking real frustrated.
Oh, yeah, it's getting to them. The lack of communication, the lack of trust.
And Chris, the drafting of Morant has accelerated the Grizzlies' rebuild. Even as they've gone young, they've remained competitive.
He's the face of the franchise, and I think his maturity and humility, along with their other guys, was helping to keep this Memphis team on track.
Here's Maxey. He has 6.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to 1 shot.
MP shot is off.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Shot from 12. Harden, good. Harden's got 11 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Grizzlies with some changes. Clark is checked in for Tillman. Williams comes in. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Their transition game, it's been clicking today. You can see why they push the ball every chance they get.
It also seems like they're taking a lot of pride in their rebounding tonight, especially offensively.
They've got Xavier Tillman. MP is out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Dillon Brooks. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
He's having a great night from the floor. And they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
The 76ers have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Out to the right wing. And Embiid gets the double team. And it's Tillman with a rebound. Tillman's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's MP. The D's right on him. No luck on that one. And for Philadelphia, they're shooting a solid 47%. And that one drops for him. Harris has gotten 4 this quarter.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Morant, the pass to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
And here's Harden. Grant, you've been around the game in so many roles. You've been a player, broadcaster, owner. Talk about how the game has grown and the opportunities for continued growth.
Well, we know how the game here in the U.S. has really gained prominence and is hugely successful and popular. And I also think that's happened over the years globally as well. But continuing to popularize the game in Africa, in
substitution on the court.
32 seconds left to play in the 4th. MP outside. There's 21 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Korkmaz pulls it in. Here's Milton, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 12 seconds left in the final quarter. MP left side. And the layup is good off the glass.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for joining us. And we'll see you next time.
Wow, what an awe-inspiring performance tonight, MP. What was the key to your success?
Light work.
Excuse me?
Light work, John. Easy. Key to the game was we was better than the team. Look, talent wins.
Well, you certainly were the more talented team tonight. Thanks, MP.
Whoa. Turn me up. I gotta move, I gotta go, I gotta prove, I gotta know. Is it the truth? I gotta grow, I gotta grow, I gotta grow, I gotta win, I gotta see, gotta repeat my odyssey. Hands in the sky, come follow me, come follow me, come follow me. I gotta leave, whoa. You can trap everyone else, but you ain't trapping me, no. Be talking that shit they ain't even seen. Just trying to get in the swing like I got me a green coat. I do the for the city, the one you can lean.
Some free VC.
Congratulations to the Warriors, and as a congratulations to all of our 2K TV Awards champions, here's what they'll be receiving. Prizes include a ton of 2K22 VC, a digital copy of NBA 2K23, and we're also throwing in some 2K23 VC to get you off to a good start. Plus, a 2K.
And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through the tunnel. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin.
I know, David, it's a pleasure working with you. Thanks for that one. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. John Morant, he's out there with MP. And it's Brooks in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Little. Bledsoe is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And at this point of the year, what's the main thing you think Brent, head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
Well, again, keeping guys in great physical shape. So a balance of playing in the games and getting minutes, but also getting on the practice court, which is interesting after coming out of the pandemic season. Kevin, a lot of teams just didn't find any practice time. And this year, you get back to the regular season schedule. There's ample time to be on the floor. How do you manage that practice time, and how do you manage the rest for guys, active rest on those days off to be ready for the game?
Here's MP after Eric Bledsoe's score.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Grizzlies making the shot. Nobody near Lillard. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Zero hesitation out there as he catches that pass. Lillard just fires it.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they force.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. It caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
Here's Lillard following the score by Memphis. Outside for Bledsoe. Lets the three fly, and he's good on the three ball. Bledsoe's got 5 now. And the list of players with multiple series clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs: Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Now here's Little after the miss from MP. Little can't hit. First quarter. Basketball just over 2. Two and a half minutes play. The drive by Brooks. Here's Adams, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Well, Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Nurkic kicks to Little. Pass to Bledsoe. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Into the lane. Adams trying to free himself up. And the dunk by MP.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
About a minute into the second quarter of play. Lillard looking around. They get it again. McLemore That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Jones is out there with MP. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers was superb. He added 33 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. They're winning games all over the place, and he's been a factor in that success. His confidence has to be soaring. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep growing here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Bledsoe. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
MP against Bledsoe. Here's MP. No good on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Morant dishes to MP. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Well, he gets so few attempts in the post to show off some of his footwork. A good percentage of Adams' offense comes off of putbacks.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 9. Lillard finds Bledsoe. Now Nurkic. Adams defending. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. I'm sitting here with former NBA dunk contest champion Brent Barry. Brent, how do you feel about how modern offenses sometimes back away? From the paint.
Well, I love it, Kevin. By the way, in the dunk contest, you know there's no defense. So I'm all for that, too, because I didn't play that. But will we go back to low post play? I think what's happened is the post now is used more as an opportunity for offenses to penetrate the defense and then create more movement.
Able to knock it away.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. McLemore, no. Good. Memphis trailing here. Anderson passes to MP. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. So for the Trailblazers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Little comes in for McLemore, and it's done in for Eric Bledsoe. And Memphis also making a switch. Konchar's checked in. Morant against Dunn. There's the pass to... And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Portland out in front. They're up by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Our second half of basketball. And presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the 3rd. On the floor for Portland. Damian Lillard out there at Bledsoe. Then there's Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Little. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Nurkic against Adams. Outside for Bledsoe. Inside. And stolen by MP.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Bledsoe dishes to Nurkic. A 3 ball. And it's Bledsoe. Time on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. And the injury troubles for Jusuf Nurkic the last few seasons, Brent. My goodness. Freak injuries, too. Just bad luck.
I feel like we've said that about the Blazers for about 30 years. And for Nurkic especially. Just a broken leg, a broken wrist. And, you know, when he was in the lineup last year, Kevin, they were one of the best defensive starting 5s in the game. With him being out, they suffered. Let's hope he has good health for the rest of his career.
Here's Lillard. Steven Adams making his last shot. Lillard, the pass to Bledsoe. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by MP. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Offensive rebound for the tie. And that's 2 points on the layup. And that ties it up.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Lillard against Morant. Now, here's Lillard. Not a lot of room.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Now here's Lillard, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Misses from close range.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
MP, no good. Portland's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Pass to Nurkic. And it's Morant with the rebound. Memphis leading. Feeds to MP. Baseline drive. Here's Adams. Makes it off the glass. Adams has got 8.
Yeah, that 265 pounds out there, it's pretty solid. A wrecking ball.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Steven Adams, and you know this story, Brent, comes from a family of world-class athletes from New Zealand.
He has carved out an incredible career in the NBA. Continues to be one of those guys that
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. The Grizzlies with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 14. So on the floor for Memphis. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. MP is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Brooks in at the small forward.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D. Well, the road less traveled. Anthony Simons took a year after high school just training at a basketball academy. No college, not the most glamorous route, but his game has some flash to it.
He's one of those guys, GA, that comes into the game and just is an offensive force. Takes shots off the dribble, can shoot threes, is lightning quick, and gets to the basket. Still very young, still a lot of room for him to grow, but he has shown flashes. And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And he gets it back. The shot's good.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Simons surveying the D. Nurkic the pass to Bledsoe. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Jones, no one around him. Drops in the tray. And the Grizzlies lead by 15. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Driving the lane to end the run. And it's Simons missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Here's MP. Adams the pass to MP. Yes, that goes in. MP's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Pass to Simons. Here's Bledsoe. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Bledsoe against MP. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
MP, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. 17-point game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Grizzlies.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight. And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game
for MP. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Yeah.